This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let's get right into the news. So let's talk about Young Buck in a second. He did this interview, and he's blaming 50 Cent for everything. Man. Anyways, let me just put this slide in here real quick. So Tekashi was denied seeing his kid over Christmas. I wasn't surprised about that. I mean, it's kind of like dangerous for him to see his kid. He has so much problems and so many people that want to do something to him that it's almost dangerous. He has to go back to court for a bunch of that old thing with the Rap-A-Lot guys. You know what I'm talking about, the thing that was brought up in court. Sara Molina, who spoke to TMZ and said he is an absent father. She says that he's not allowed to see his daughter on Christmas as he wasted too many chances to be a good dad. And that's sad, honestly. He skipped out on his daughter's birthday. Jeez. I don't know, man. This guy. He's young, but it's like, you have a child, man. It's like you got to grow up. 20s, you make a lot of mistakes, but if you got a child, you got to grow up faster. We already spoke about Casanova and Troy Ave calling him out, but then we got 50 Cent and Young Buck. Young Buck, he recalls situations where he almost got into it with The Game and Fat Joe over past 50 Cent issues. He said, I was signed to 50 Cent, and he would be throwing rocks at these guys, and then I got to go on promote my album, and I confront these guys on my own sometimes. Like he recalled that time him and Game were in a club in Vegas at All Star, and they almost got into it right there. And then he saw Fat Joe in Chicago once, and they almost got into it. And he says, these are all problems that 50 had, but I'm inheriting them. I wouldn't say that. See, first of all, you joined up with 50 Cent, knowing who he was and the problems he had with people, and that he doesn't back down from issues. So you didn't have to take those problems on. What's also funny about rappers is they like to emulate the mob, right? They watch The Godfather and all that, and they want to emulate that. They believe that their boss's problems, because 50 Cent was the boss of the whole label. You want to take on your boss's problems, show loyalty. And that's what Young Buck and them did. They were dissing them all the time on their songs as well. They took it on to show loyalty. And you're a grown man, okay? You're your own person, and you know what comes with that. So for him to be doing an interview and saying, "Yo, it's his fault, man. He had problems. I still don't know what the problems were over The Game and the Fat Joe thing." Yes, you do. Yes, you do. The Game went against the team. He did. After 50 Cent saved... See, people don't have any loyalty anymore. That's the problem. People put you in a position to make millions of dollars, which you probably wouldn't have had, right? Like Young Buck wouldn't have... It wasn't working with Cash Money or Juvenile, but when 50 Cent got a hold of him, he showed the world how good Young Buck was at rapping. And put him in a position to make millions of dollars. Let's be honest, Young Buck was piggybacking off of 50 Cent's success. Did it take all of them together to make that success? And was it more appealing? Of course. But he was still piggybacking off of 50 Cent's success. Young Buck went platinum very fast. Same with Lloyd Banks. Same with Tony Yayo. Lloyd Banks doesn't talk about this kind of stuff. Neither does Tony Yayo, but Young Buck talks a lot about it, okay? The Game piggybacked off of 50 Cent's success. That's a fact. And you just got to say, hey, would I even be here without this guy? Let me just shut my mouth, and just do what I got to do and move properly. But they don't do that. They don't own their own mistakes. They blame things on other people, and that's what he was doing. If you read between the lines, that's what he's doing in that interview, And here's the thing. Here's what you might say, this and that. The thing with Young Buck is He got off the label at one point in 2008 and 9, right? And signed back with G Unit, knowing all these problems and the problems that 50 Cent, if 50 Cent caused him all these problems. Why would you sign back to G Unit in 2012 and 13? Makes no sense. That disputes anything he has to say about that. If you recognized a problem with 50 and everything and you were saying F them, then why did you re-sign to the label in 2012 and 13? Answer that. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys are having a happy holiday. I'm extremely tired for some reason today, but I'm going to drop a few more videos. I'm taking it a little light today, but don't worry about that. And I appreciate you guys watching. Smash that like button. The news is light anyway, so it's right after Christmas. So it's probably a good day to take it light and turn it back up tomorrow. But I'm going to take it light today, just letting you know. Smash that like button for the support. I appreciate you guys, and I thank you guys for watching. Peace.